How are we starting?
Well, are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Like, you might have to cut stuff.
That's how we're starting. That's our intro, everybody. I am here today with Rachel and Taylor from Lululemon, and I'm already extremely uncomfortable with what's about to happen. So
I'm sweating.
Perfect.
are you? Well,
Yeah.
you are wearing a sweater, and you're
cold.
wearing two jackets
I'm always cold, though.
and a toque.
Yeah, because it's cold. It's winter.
Do you call it a toque or a hat?
Honestly, I go back and forth.
No, he's already doing it. He's already turning around on us.
See?
Do it.
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, we need to understand the space. The viewers can only see.
That's all they need to know.
No, but what
it's
do you-
movie magic.
I know, okay,
Yeah.
but what do you refer to this? What do the owners of Movement refer to the downstairs space as?
The basement of dreams, the BOD.
Actually, or did you just make that up?
No, basement of dreams.
And then what's this little room?
The podcast studio.
Okay.
Studio.
Studio. I think is it's an appropriate word for it. When you're looking around, you're like, yeah, this is definitely a studio,
100%.
I mean,
nice.
I've never been in another one to compare it to. So
right? It's
Studio.
not bad. It's not bad. So I always say that this is like version 3 of the business. I told Court, I'm like, if you want to open up downtown Lost, we have a separate location. Think of how lit this place could be.
yeah,
Little spin studio. We'd have to soundproof,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
could be cool.
Yeah.
based on the sounds we heard earlier, I don't think it would work. But okay.
Yeah, I was saying to Taylor, just a heads up, if there's a train that goes by, it sounds like it's coming through the downstairs.
Oh.
If someone drops any weight, it's going to sound like it's going to drop on your head. And there's a good chance some stuff might fall, but it's okay.
Okay, but in the other gym, the front room gym, it always says like classroom downstairs.
Yeah.
Is this the classroom or
No.
that's like a fake
Yeah,
sign?
No, imagine.
Okay.
Yeah. No. All right. It's your guys' podcast. I'm just here for the journey.
we know.
So in a nutshell, these two are going to be interviewing me today, asking me questions. I kind of know some of the questions they're going to ask, but full transparency, I didn't really look at them.
Yeah, we knew that.
So I might stumble through, but I will do my best.
All our prep work out the window.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's more
kinda
fun.
better,
It's
actually.
more fun this way.
100%.
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, as we're sitting down here, I'm like, where did this podcast come from? Who listens to it?
Nobody. It's just you guys.
That's not true. That's not true. I was at the gym the other day working out here, and everyone in the class told me they listened to it.
Yeah, it's funny. So we go through waves of like, we would do a lot of episodes and then we would stop because I'm like, nobody listens to it. And then when we stop, a lot of our members will be like, Isaac, we haven't heard your voice in so long. We miss it. It just makes my ego get so big.
I was gonna say, do people actually say that?
Yeah, no. This is me just telling myself.
Nobody said that.
So we've been doing it since like 2018.
What?
Yeah, and
Okay.
it was Dalton. So one of our old coaches, Dalton, who now owns a physio studio in Dundas called Movements PTS. They always ran a podcast for physio students. And then he's like, you should just do it for your members. And then like, if there's certain messages you're trying to get across, or if you're talking about nutrition or something that you want them to all hear, you could just do it in audio because it's so much easier to just listen rather than like, hey, I have to watch a 17-minute video. Or it could be like, hey, you're going to go for a walk and listen to a 17-minute audio clip. So we just started with like fitness myths. We started with nutrition myths. We would interview our coaches. We'd interview members every once in a while. So we've been doing it for a really long time. And then probably the past 7 months, we've been like back into consistency of like at least one episode a week.
Yeah, they feel targeted to me. You and Brooke.
And it's funny
Speaking directly to me.
you could ask any member that listens, they're like, are you like specifically calling me out? Yes. Yes, we are.
Just say my name. It's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
I'd like that better. No.
Yeah. Rachel.
No, we wanted to do this because it's fun and who else do we know that has podcasts? But you are, as most people
We
know.
are using you.
Yeah. So
We wanted to get on the podcast. No, as most people know by now, you are a Lululemon ambassador.
Woo.
And
no big deal.
yes, one of the owners of Movement Strength. And your fitness journey, you're a run ambassador. Sorry, I should say that. Your fitness journey started not when we met.
Yeah.
You were like an avid CrossFitter
Yep.
and then journeyed into Olympic weightlifting. I was traveling back through your Instagram. Deep.
Did you accidentally like old ones?
No.
That's always my biggest fear if you're creeping someone and then
The
you're like
worst.
in 2019, you're like, shit.
Yeah.
The
that
absolute
one.
worst. And now if you do that and try to remove the like, they still get the notification. Yep. Caught.
Scary times.
I know.
Yeah.
Be careful.
So, but you were competing at Canadian Nationals for Olympic lifting.
Yeah.
And now you're a full-blown runner. So
Yeah.
talk us through your journey in fitness to start off.
Yeah. So running was actually the very first sort of like journey into some sort of fitness realm. So in high school, it was probably the first thing I actually started to train for. So I used to do soccer just for fun. But for running, I remember I wanted to run track and field, so I didn't have to go to school. So I would do
That's how it all starts.
I would do anything.
Afternoons off.
Absolutely. So at one point, get this, okay? You guys know how tall I am.
Giant.
I was in high jump. Yeah, that's right. So I was in anything I can get into. High
How
jump.
did you get in?
I don't even, because nobody would do it.
Okay.
High jump, triple jump.
The gym coach looked at you and was like, that one. I want him.
I'm like trying to reach anything, the bottom shelf. So then I did track to get out of school. And then I like joined this track team, not from high school, but like in Thunder Bay, there was different track clubs that you can join. So I joined this one track club and I actually trained for running. So it'd be like 3 times a week. I was training for 800 and 1500 meter runs. And it's weird, but it was like the first time, which makes complete sense, because I was training for something. I legit got better at it because I was following a program.
Crazy.
Right? I know. And I remember there was this one guy. I don't want to say his name because he's a friend of mine, but I remember he would whip my butt all the time, the 1500. And then like the next year after training under this group, I went and I beat him and I'm like, there's something to this consistency training thing. So I did that for a little bit. And then full transparency, not that I'm a big guy now, but in like first, second year university, I weighed like 105 pounds, which is pretty small. And I'm like, do you know what? I'm kind of sick and tired of being this body weight. I want to put on some muscle. So I started to go to just like the whatever university gym. Mm-hmm. And then I joined a CrossFit gym because I'm like, oh, I can do, it was like at the time, CrossFit was like 15-minute workouts. I'm like, what? How can you get this big in 15 minutes? This makes no sense. Yeah, it was weird. So I started to fall in love with that whole like community style of things because I wasn't running track and like a part of a fitness community. When you're at like the standard global gyms on your own, you kind of lack that. Mm-hmm. So I want to try to fill that void. So joined a CrossFit gym, filled that void, put on quite a bit of muscle, but still had a love for running. Didn't really do it much, but like it was still like a passion of mine that I had in the back of my mind. So yeah, was in CrossFit for quite a long time. Moved to London, found a pretty good CrossFit gym here. Competed at CrossFit Regionals at some point on a team.
Sorry. That video of you falling off the bar.
Yeah.
Oh, you just posted that.
Yeah. So I post it once a year because it's just, it always is, it's a fun time. So that was at CrossFit Regionals to fill you in, Taylor, because I know Rachel would know. So it was this event where like you do whatever, you're doing rowing and deadlifts and all this crazy stuff. And then you finish with these toast to bar. And like toast to bar were like, I loved them. They were my go-to because I was like small and fast on them. So it was me and Merritt, who was the girl beside me, and she's a gymnast, so she was also kick-ass at toast to bar. So that was supposed to be the one part where we would like take off and like get so much time back. And my grip was obviously fried. So I'm like having to drop, like before that video, I'm like dropping off every 5 seconds. So when you see the girl beside me yelling at me to like, get back on the barbell, it's because I've already fallen off so many times. So it was literally the last rep. I went to kick up and I just fell so hard on my back. And Merritt just straight up just yelling at me to get back up. And then I finished the last rep and we finished the workout.
That's so good.
So that was CrossFit Regionals. And then I kind of got like tapped on the shoulder by one of the Olympic weightlifting coaches, Dave Earle, who's like a legit Olympic weightlifter in Canada.
Dave.
He's the best.
Miss him.
He's the best.
He's the best.
I think he runs Power Academy. It's like this weightlifting little thing. If you're listening to this and are interested in weightlifting, you should definitely check that out. But he kind of like tapped me on the shoulder and he's like, hey, you're small, you're strong. You should do Olympic weightlifting.
Come with me.
Come with me. So I started to focus a lot on that. And because I had that base from CrossFit, I did pretty well. I did like Ontario's, which went pretty well. I qualified for Canadian Nationals. So I went to BC. Full transparency, bombed out of that. I didn't make one lift because I tried to go too heavy. But it was fun to get super strong. And then I don't know if you want me to talk about how I got into running or
Yeah.
yeah, sure.
Give us the spiel. Because I'm like, who goes from being a CrossFitter, Olympic weightlifter, and I'm just going to run a couple marathons?
Yeah. So, I mean, throughout that entire journey, though, like from CrossFit to Olympic weightlifting, I always loved longer, very low, like cardio with weights. I loved long workouts. So 40 minutes, 60 minutes, an hour and a half. Like that was my forte. So
That's sick.
yeah, so running always kind of made sense to me because I loved like the aerobic side of things. I didn't like the anaerobic stuff. Like if we're talking assault bike sprints, rowing really
No one likes
hard,
them.
I can't do that, right? I don't have the size to pull that sort of weight on those machines. Whereas the longer stuff, like I could like beat people who were bigger than me. So it made me feel like a certain way, like empowered me to kick their ass. So then with running, I think it was during COVID. Obviously, the world shut down. Gyms weren't allowed to exist. And we still were trying to figure out a way to keep our community alive. So we started the Movements Run Club. And at the time, there was a pretty good group of us that would show up, maybe like 10 or so. And we would always go out for 45 minutes. And it would be like a 6-minute to a 7-minute pace. And that sort of just ignited like my love for running again. And it was a way to keep our community alive, which was really cool. And then from that, like people just kept on meeting up every week. And then there was the 4 city road races. So people would sign up for that and there was something to train for. So I did the 4 city road race, was my first half marathon, but it was all virtual. So I'm like, this is kind of weird. So the next year I'm like, okay, I'll actually sign up for it in person. So I did it in person. And then I'm like, I think I would like to do a marathon one day. And I've heard about Boston. So I'm like, do you know what? I think I can qualify for Boston one day. But I already had this plan of like, I'm going to run my first marathon to enjoy it. And I ran that first marathon just a few weeks after my first half marathon. Cause like,
Oh yeah, double or nothing.
which like I would never tell my clients. So this is very much do as I say, not as I do. But
Do
like,
not follow in
please
my
don't.
footsteps.
Please do not. So yeah, I ran my first marathon in Toronto with no intention of trying to run fast. It was literally just to feel what that distance would be like, to have a baseline of fitness. And then from there, I sort of just reverse engineered what I would need to do to run a sub 3-hour marathon and qualify for Boston one day. So it was never like, I'm going to do it for my next marathon. It was like, hey, I'm probably going to do at least 1 or 2 more and then eventually shave off time to do this whole Boston thing. So the love for it, sort of this really long-winded answer. But what I really loved about marathon training in particular is how like you had to be very mindful with nutrition. Like everyone knows this. If you just go out and run a full or run a half or even like do a high rocks, people are like, man, by the end I feel like shit. And yes, your body's going to be fatigued, but like if you're training properly, if you're fueling properly, all that can make such a difference. So it was cool where it's like, even though I'm not going to the Olympics, I can feel like an athlete because I had to act a certain way to reach this goal, if that makes sense. So that's my long-winded answer.
No, that's great. We love it. As someone who participated in a lot of different types of sports, again, talking about the CrossFit and the Olympic weightlifting, because that was like you and I have known each other for
A long time.
like 14, 15 years. I would say a decade of that was spent in those modalities. What do you feel like you learned from that you've applied to running?
It's a good question. So I think especially with Olympic weightlifting, more so than CrossFit, it's like doing the boring work consistently. And I think that's one of the things, if you think of these runners that are reaching these times or trying to speak to different worlds as well. Like if you're running high rocks and you're trying to increase your high rocks time, like it's not about doing all these crazy, sexy workouts. It's about doing the boring stuff. So for Olympic weightlifting, we're squatting 3-4 times a week. And it's just normal squats. We're not doing these sexy overhead squats. It's just back squat, front squat, pulling. That's it. There's no special workouts that you're doing. And it was the same thing for running. Like you're not running fartleks or intervals all the time. It was literally like you're just running easy runs. You're running zone 2 runs that are so boring and just getting time on your feet. So I think that's one thing that really transferred over was like before I got a coach and started focusing on running, I'm like, you have to do all this sexy stuff. And then when I hired a coach, I'm like, oh, it's kind of the same with all these different fitness modalities. Like you just need to do the boring stuff And that's how you actually get better, is doing those boring things consistently.
As someone who hears that from their coach
Yes.
at Movement, Brooke,
Yeah.
I break it down for the listeners of like, what is the boring? How do you motivate yourself? We're coming into winter.
Yeah.
Daylight savings just happened.
It's so depressing.
It's so depressing to like, you start your day in the dark, you end your day in the dark.
Yeah.
And Brooke sends me a Voxer message that says, you got to do the boring work. I'm like, what's the like motivation? Where are you pulling that to dive in? Because it fucking sucks.
It does suck. So I think, and you hear Brooke talk about like discipline is definitely going to be better than motivation. Motivation's only going to take you so far. However, I am a believer that like you kind of have to have a mix of both. Like if you are lacking discipline, so I think of this time of year, it's cold, it's dark, it's only going to get colder and darker just to add some more depression.
Add to that, top it on.
Right? So it's like, if I know that during this time of year, I lack motivation, which then maybe like decreases my discipline to want to come to the gym, I might start to lean on other things. So if I usually would run on my own during the summertime, well, maybe during these dark times, I'm going to join a run club or join a gym that does group classes. Because like the group style of things for some people, for me especially, helps keep me motivated. So it's like being surrounded by people that have similar goals to you can be a way to kind of like uplift you and keep you a bit more motivated rather than like, crap, I got to go in and do bicep curls by myself. It's like, oh no, I'm going to go to the gym and work out with Taylor and Rachel. Like that's a lot more fun for some people. So the boring work nowadays can look different for different people depending where you are in your journey. But for maybe this time of year, it's literally just showing up. Like showing up to the gym is doing the boring work. Don't even worry about what's programmed. Just show up to the gym.
And that's the hardest part.
It legit is.
Yeah. We were laughing because we were looking at your Instagram, and on December 2022,
Jesus.
you literally, there was a video when you're looking at the Instagram grid,
Yeah.
it's like a video of you, it's in the winter, and it just is horrible.
Yeah.
And you're talking about like
Winter
how
running.
winter running.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Yeah. It's the worst.
what do you do in this winter? Because it is around the corner.
Yeah. So it's funny. That winter, so 2022, not that I remember. Do you know when you get older, I feel like the winter of 2022 was so rough. Not that I remember that specific.
You are older now.
I know. God. So last winter, there was a lot of snow. I just remember that. So 2022, I don't really remember the snow, but I remember it being really cold. So like, I don't know, this seems really hardcore, but when it's
Give it
really,
to us.
yeah. So there's this guy, Jocko Willing.
Yeah, love him.
Yeah. So he's very like, he's like no sort of bullshit, no excuses. And one thing that he always says is like, if things are going wrong or things are really hard, like in those moments, be like, good, like good, I can do this. And if I can do this, everything else is so much easier. So during that time, I was definitely trying to qualify for Boston. So it's like I had a goal in mind. I knew if I wanted to make it on such and such a race for that time, I have to go out and do these runs no matter what and make those sacrifices. So it'd be like, it'd be super cold. My family would be at home and I'd be like, I have to go out and do this. And in the times where I didn't want to, it's like, do you know what? Good. If I can do this and actually struggle through it, all of the other things are going to seem so much easier. So always just thinking like worst case scenarios.
Yeah, I love that.
So you just talked about your training for Boston.
Yeah.
And you just recently ran Chicago.
Yes.
So tell us about how.
Why are you laughing?
No, because I'm like, who runs Chicago? Who runs 2 world majors in 1 year?
It's stupid.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I'm like, that is.
Or 6 marathons in 3 years.
Yeah. Yeah, it's silly. And I wouldn't tell
insane.
people to do it.
Who
That's really
is
good
your
coaching.
coach? And we need to find them.
I would not tell people to do it.
Sorry, but answer Taylor's question.
Yeah, sorry.
answer me.
So what was it? It was
How did you what was the differences in your training plan between Boston and Chicago, and how did that show up differently for you?
yeah. So I would say Boston and Chicago were very similar, like the training blocks leading up to it, where this is just my opinion, but I think if you're going to be doing a world major, I think you just need to enjoy that experience. So the training block leading up to it, you still need to put in the work. So when you do show up to those races, you don't just like die. You want to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Well, you
But-
obviously train to get. Do you have to train to qualify? It's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obviously
Exactly.
not. I'm not getting into one of those.
No. But I think even if we talk about, if we'll throw in another one, like, so if we throw in Ottawa and then Boston and then Chicago. So Ottawa was the race that I qualified for Boston. So the training plan leading up to Ottawa was very strict. Like, I did not want to miss runs. I was very, very strict on my nutrition, nutrient timing, making sure I was like super hydrated and all that. So it was very much like, I don't want to miss a run. Boston and Chicago were different in the sense of like, I would give myself a little bit of grace rather than running 100-kilometer weeks. It might be like 80 or 70-kilometer weeks, which is still a lot, but like,
It's so crazy.
it's still a lot less than what it was for Ottawa. So the training volume definitely was decreased for Boston and Chicago. But the main goal was like to be able to show up for race day in Boston and in Chicago and still be able to run like a solid race, but be able to enjoy it the whole time. So the biggest motivation going into it was like, hey, I don't want to be the person that like bonks at 25 kilometers. Like, I want to make sure I have a smile on my face from kilometer 1 all the way to kilometer 42. So the plans were pretty similar between the two. Difference would be training for Boston, you train through the winter, and training for Chicago, you got that nice summer weather. So a little bit more like mental fortitude and toughness for Boston. But in terms of like training intensity, it was pretty similar.
Tell us, you just mentioned obviously enjoying the world majors versus like coming out hot and having a specific, you obviously have a goal, but not, you know what I'm trying to say? I want to know your fondest memory in those races compared to like Ottawa qualifying.
Yeah. Oh, good question. Okay. So I'll start with, so Ottawa qualifying was like, it was still, in terms of when you finish and you hit your time, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure I have the buffer to not just run a Boston qualifier, but actually qualify. It's like super emotional where you're like, I put in so much work over, not the past 16 weeks, the past 2 years to lead up to this moment. So it's like, you're very proud in those moments, but the race, like full transparency, I had to shit my pants from kilometer 1.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That is a lot of kilometers.
Dude. So, and this is the difference, right? Is if I felt that way during Chicago or Boston, I could stop because I didn't have time that I was trying to reach. But for Ottawa, I'm like, every second counts, which is weird when like you think of a marathon being over 3 hours or 4 hours or 5 hours for some people. But like when you're trying to qualify, like literally every second counts. There's some people that will miss out on Boston by 1 second or 2 seconds. Like it's very, very common. So I'm like, I can't stop and poo. Like I will poo my pants. So I'm already thinking through this as I'm running. I'm like, if I poo my pants, like I can make a shirt out of this. Oh yeah, for sure. I'm like, what kind of merch can I make about this? Like just thinking through worst case scenarios, what would I do?
Wait,
always business
what's
mindset.
The time of the merch. What time of year is Ottawa? I can't remember.
May.
Okay.
And it was hot. That year it was like 20 degrees.
That's what's going through my mind.
Yeah,
I'm like, okay,
yeah.
if I'm gonna shit my pants,
is
it warm or cold?
It would have been.
It would have been very different ballgame.
Yeah, it would have been hot poo. Not good. Yeah. So that, like, when I think of my memory of Ottawa, it not only is it qualifying for Boston, but it's like literally holding in poo for 3 hours. It was nuts.
How did you feel after? Sorry, just circling
My
back to
stomach
that.
would be in
It was not like
a bad place.
And it's not like it
How
ever.
did you get home
It
after that?
never went away. It never went away for 40. Like every single. And like,
What did you eat?
So this is the thing: is during a marathon, you have to stay on top of nutrition. So I had to I'm consuming about 110 grams of carbs per hour. So that's like 3 of those gels. So think of if you have to go to the washroom and you have to have all those gels, and then every single aid station, so every like 3 to 5 kilometers drinking water and Gatorade, it's like just a mess of like what is going to happen.
Wait, sorry. So you haven't confirmed. Did you shit your pants?
I did not shit my pants.
Oh, okay.
It got, so at 38 kilometers, this is fine, whatever. At 38 kilometers, I'm like, I think I have to toot. But then I'm like, I can't toot. There is no way I could trust anything right now.
Because it's not just going to be a little. It's
No.
like,
That
not,
oh, yeah.
like,
You
not
would've
like
been done.
it's like a little shirt. It's
no,
game over.
100%. It would have been really bad. So I didn't poo my pants. I made it. It was wonderful. So that's my fondest memory from Ottawa. From Boston, it was just like like you feel like a celebrity. So it's like that
You
for
are a celebrity.
Yeah, it's like that for every world major, but for Boston especially, the whole city just like really celebrates you. And then, you know, along the course, there's like so many kids that will go out and like they're asking for high fives. And I made sure I tried to like give everyone high fives. And when you give them the high five, they'd like turn to their parents and be like, oh, like, I'm never washing my hand again.
Fun fact, when I was 10, I literally went, I don't know why. Well, I know why. My cousins lived there. But I went to Boston during the marathon and was one of those kids.
Yeah.
And I didn't like running. And I was
she's
like,
never
oh my God,
washed her hands.
ever this long.
Nice.
She just
Yeah.
touched my water bottle and opened the lid.
So,
Surprise.
Yeah, no, that was really special. And then for Chicago, there was a bunch because it's so like recent in my brain. But like, so Lululemon, they show up for all world majors pretty big, which is cool. So they had a cheer station, I think at mile 15. I have no idea what that is for kilometers. And because I saw them all the day before, it was like very personalized. So when they saw me, they're like, "You got this, Isaac, let's go." Like they're like, everyone's screaming your name. So it just felt like a celebrity.
Especially also when you're running, obviously at the Forest City Road Race, our local London race, you know so many people. And it is
100%.
like, as people who are in the cheer station, we're not the runners, we're the cheers. It is so fun when you see people. So it's like your community away from home to really be cheering on. That's really cool.
Yeah, no, it was very cool. It was very cool.
Love that.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, we already mentioned it, but you have run 6 marathons, and oh my God,
that the
that's
train?
the train.
That's the train.
That's crazy.
You've run 6 marathons in 3 years
Yeah.
without, knock on wood, a major injury.
Yes.
Oh my God. Did you just have to do it twice?
Yeah.
No, you have to do it 3 times.
Why?
Oh my. No,
Okay.
you can only do it 3 times. 1, 2, 3, done.
Why not 2?
No, because that's the thing. It's 3 times. Knock on wood, 3 times.
I've been
that's
doing it two times my entire life.
That's
Okay, you
not
stick
good.
to what you know. Are you superstitious?
But yeah, but now maybe I'll get extra lucky from 3 times.
Okay.
I've told you about the 3. And you need to do
Anyways.
3.
Back to you.
the
Okay,
question.
you have
Yeah.
not sustained a major. You've had like light things here and there. What do you think most runners get wrong in terms of longevity?
Yeah. So I think a lot of the times for running, and Will's the one that talks a lot about this, which I love. So for like runners, right? If you think of just like tapping one spot on your hand consistently for a really long time, eventually that spot's going to really hurt. And for a lot of times runners, this is all they're doing. They only run, right? They're just running consistently. Whereas if you're switching up your training and you're doing running and cross training, so I'm hitting different parts of my hand, like neither part of that of my hand is really going to feel much pain. So I think a lot of the times what runners have wrong is all they do is run, and they run fast all the time. They don't necessarily go through like seasons of, I'm going to run slow for this season or fast for this season. It's like they're so obsessed with it, so they just go out and push their bodies really hard. So I think one of the reasons that I was able to make it through the 3 years, fairly like injury, not being injured all that much, was a lot of strength training as a background. So going in with a lot of strength in my lower body, but also being very like strategic in how I approached my programming. So like hiring a coach was a game changer for me. Before I had a coach, I thought I had to run faster. Whereas when I got a coach, he gave me permission to be like, yo, you're doing way too much. Let's scale back the fast running. Let's focus on the slow running and really actually running slow. Not like, oh yeah, no, my zone 2 is 180. It's like, no. My zone 2 is 150. I cannot go above that no matter what. So being like very strict on that, I think was a big difference from what I did and what I see like a lot of new runners, especially new runners doing. When you run your first marathon and you're super excited, or you run your first high rocks and you're like, I'm obsessed with running now. And then you just want to run all the time. You just want to run fast. It's like, sometimes you need to hold yourself back. Mm-hmm. So I think it was the ability to hold myself back and strength train that made the biggest difference.
Awesome. Cool. Okay. You are a Lululemon ambassador, so we do need to ask, if you didn't know, we wanted to ask you some specific Lululemon questions.
So you talked about how Lululemon shows up at some races. How does that impact how you show up at races as a Lululemon ambassador for yourself, for your community? in general.
Yeah. It's funny. I was saying to you guys a little bit beforehand, like that question it's funny to me or silly to me because I don't necessarily do anything different because I'm a Lululemon ambassador. In terms of like my culture, the way I try to carry myself in my community, it's very much aligned on what you guys do with people, right? Like it's all about fostering community. It's trying to get as many people involved in your thing as possible. So for me, I don't really do anything different, but it's just making sure that everybody feels welcomed. So this is something I've always done. I don't want to just say I'm doing this because I'm a run ambassador. Mm-hmm. And anyone that knows me and have been a part of our run club for a while knows that this is very true. But I always try to include as many people as we possibly can in like our little thing. So if we're doing Forest City Road Race or if we're doing some sort of running event with Lululemon, I want to make sure that it's not just for like the Movement Strength crew or the London Run Club crew, but I want to try to get as many people involved as possible. And not just like when they come saying hi, but like making sure that all of us in this big community are communicating as one, not like we got London Run Club and we have Backroads and we have Run Parlor, but it's like, no, we have our run community. Mm-hmm. And in that run community, there might be like multiple different bits, but like, I think it's more important when we show up as one, if that makes sense. So yeah, I don't really do anything different. I think the bigger bit is like, I'm just more mindful of trying to make this big running community in London just focus on all of the people of London, not just like the specific groups, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love that. I think we often talk about everyone coming together. That London, I mean, through COVID, London has absolutely exploded. It was a large population before that. There is more than enough of the pie.
Oh, for sure.
To go around. And what we know about London is like people just want to be together. Like Londoners, they're proud.
Yeah.
They love London. And like call back to our Guess Your Miles event. In September, we had 104 people there, and how many different run clubs?
Yeah, and it was raining.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's it.
And there was how many? Five?
There was a lot.
Run clubs represented from the London. Obviously, people training for High Rocks.
Yep.
People coming up to run the Toronto waterfront, Chicago, all that stuff. And it was such a fun night to just like meet different people, have everyone come together, and exactly what you're talking about, bring the community.
Yeah, I think that's what's kind of cool about having, kind of Lululemon at the head of that is it's like, okay, so when we run an event with Lululemon specifically around running, it's like that is the organizers and we want everybody in the community to come. Whereas sometimes I feel if I run a London Run Club event, then people are like, well, I go to Backroads. Like, I don't know if I'm allowed to go there. Where it's like, well, no. First off, you totally are. But I feel like when we do it under the umbrella of Lululemon, people know like, okay, this is like an inclusive community. Everybody is welcome. Everybody's involved. And to me, like that night for the Guess Your Mile was so much fun. Mm-hmm. And I had so many people reach out to me from all of the different run clubs, not just like my own, being like, hey, when are you guys going to do something like that again? So yeah, it was very encouraging to be like, okay, we totally can do this thing where everybody comes together as one. And I do think there's, obviously there needs to be a world where all of these different clubs exist because they serve a different purpose and serve a different person. Polar Pals, I think they're great for individuals that are just getting into running. London Run Club, that's for that person that like wants to run a little bit faster during some of their training, not necessarily just do the 5Ks and the 10Ks, but some fast stuff. Backroads, I think, is just a really big community that has like a whole different slew of levels. So we can all exist in one world. It's not like we're trying to poach each other's people.
Yeah.
Especially because it's all free anyways. Nobody pays me to come to Vermont. Like, what the hell? It doesn't matter anyways.
They should.
Yeah.
I think something you mentioned that is really cool is like, I'm not doing anything differently. I'm just being myself. And when we think about ambassadorship at Lululemon, people always ask, how do I be an ambassador? And we're like, we're literally just you be out there being you, and we want to celebrate you. Curious how the Lululemon values, how you resonate with those, or how you feel like they like live and breathe in your run club, in your gym, in your life.
Yeah. So I've always said this. So I used to work for Apple. And I think we knew each other from Hybrid, not just Apple, right?
Correct.
Yeah. But anyways, so I used to work at Apple in Masonville. So I was very close with Lululemon Masonville as well. And I've always said, if I didn't work at Apple, I would work at Lululemon. So it's like, in terms of culture, Apple culture, Lululemon culture is very, very similar. It's like about enriching people's lives, making a difference, like surprise and delight moments, right? Like when I speak that Apple language, I think a lot of Lululemon people are like, oh, we say that all the time as well. And the reason that I saw so much success at Apple is because that's kind of how I live my life as well. Like I love giving, I love surprising people, I love fostering community. And I think that's just very much what Lululemon is all about as well. So it just comes very natural when I walk into the store and everyone's saying hi. I'm like, oh, this is amazing. I think I said this to, maybe it was Kristen or Taryn like a really long time ago. But for me, when I walk into the Lululemon store, it's like the popular table in high school, right? Like in the cafeteria, they have the popular table, but the difference is every single person is invited. So it's like, it doesn't matter where you come from in life, like you're going to be welcomed in that community. And that just really resonates for me because it's like, I'm all about everyone should have a spot in this. And I think you guys very much believe in that as well.
Yeah. Love that.
Yeah.
So fun. Okay. We have some personal questions. Not that these aren't all personal, but questions. We made you do a post on Instagram. So a combination.
Thank you for clarifying that you made me do a post.
Yes, everyone, we made Isaac do the post.
Rachel's like, can you do this post? I'm like, I don't want to ask people to tell me things.
I made the caption. I was like, okay,
Here's
so
the photo.
first of all, I said, can I just have the movement strength login? And
I was considering it.
that was not freely given. And I was like, is this the freaking White House? Why can't I have the login?
Very important things.
It is.
Anyways, we did make you post
Yeah.
a photo and what people want to know. And I solicited some questions
Nice.
from while I've been at the gym from people who want to hear from you.
Great.
Okay. First question is, how do you balance being a business owner, a coach, a husband, a father of two, while also
boys.
marathon training?
Yeah. It's a lot. It's a lot. Okay, full transparency. And I think this is an important piece that not a lot of like fitness owners would talk about. I am lucky in the sense that fitness is kind of my life in a sense. I own a gym. So because of that, I can probably train more than the odd person. I also have a lot of flexibility in my schedule being an entrepreneur. So when you hear like, oh, everyone has the same 24 hours in a day, I don't necessarily think that's true. So I understand that I am lucky and blessed to be able to be like, hey, I have quite a bit of flexibility in my day to do these things. Perfect example of that is my long runs, which could be anywhere from 2 to 3 hours. I would do those on Friday mornings, really early in the morning. That way it didn't take me away from my family on the weekends. So that's the first thing I want to say because I don't want to like just BS people being like, well, you just got to organize your days and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
That totally is a thing.
Time management.
I do want to call you out for a second though, because I was chatting with your wife and we were talking about.
I had more. I was going to share more.
No. You can share more in a second. Just when you mentioned Friday morning runs, I'm like, I don't know if that's true.
Yeah.
We were comparing. I was saying my husband is an avid golfer. He always goes early in the morning. And Caitlin was, we were comparing marathon training, long runs to the amount of going golfing and how long that takes.
Yeah.
So
what did she say? I'm interested. We have arguments about this.
So obviously with golf, I mean, my husband's not like staying for a beer after. And I said he's going at 6. He wants to get out. He wants to go at 6:30. He's home by 12:30.
Yeah.
But he's doing 18 every single Sunday morning.
Yeah.
And it's usually home, but he wants to go to these golf courses that are further away. Yeah. So it is a 5ve-hour endeavor.
Sounds amazing.
Caitlin was like,
are you taking up golfing now?
Yeah, I might.
No. Caitlin was like, thank God he doesn't golf. Divorce. No.
Yeah.
She was just saying like marathon training on a weekend or apparently Friday is somewhere in that realm of like the long runs, 3 to 3.5 hours.
100%. So, for sure. So first off, whenever you're going to be training for something like this, I think you need to make sure you have really open communication with your partner if there's a partner in your life. I can't just do this and be like, hey, babe, I'm running another marathon. It's like, hey, we're probably going to have to make some sacrifices.
You
are
are going to have to make some sacrifices.
You are pregnant with a child.
Yeah.
We have a toddler.
That's right.
I will be running 2 world majors this year. Like to be a fly on the wall and hear that conversation in your
is correct.
household.
First of all, also calling out Kate for being an angel and
She is.
dealing with you.
Yes.
And that.
Absolutely. I posted this meme the other day where it's like what you want your wife to do when you get home from a run. And it's just like taking care of
You
like,
posted that?
Yeah, it's like combing your hair, rubbing your back. None of that happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you have to have like a lot of communication with your significant other. Make sure you guys are on the same page. You don't want there to be any resentment there. And just being very like, you have to schedule out your days. Like you can't just be like, I think I'm going to go for a run tomorrow. It's like, no. I'm going to go for a run at 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. or 4 p.m. There would be times, and Caitlin can attest to this, where like the last thing I wanted to do was do a treadmill run, and it would be 9 p.m. at night, and I had a 14-kilometer treadmill run that I have to do. I don't want to do that, but it's like, I know I have to if I want to reach this certain goal. So
Do the boring work.
you have to do the boring work and like just literally be committed that this is going to feel like shit sometimes, and it's not always going to be super fun. But at the end of the day, if you want to celebrate on race day, you have to put all that work in beforehand. So in terms of the balancing act of things, it's just being very mindful of your schedule and not just scheduling out the next day, but like the next week, the next month, the next few months is really, really important.
What's a sacrifice, like true, honest, raw sacrifice that, this year you've run 2 big races. So what has been the biggest sacrifice that you've really had to make?
Yeah, I mean, you definitely make some family sacrifices. Like on the weekends, full transparency, the past 2 builds haven't been too bad. I've been pretty lucky with it. But the biggest thing would be like the nighttime with Caitlin. Like I would much rather just watch TV with Kate, but instead I have to do a 14-kilometer treadmill run. Ugh. And sometimes she would just be there. Like,
I was like, I'm
we're just
envisioning
talking.
her sitting on the couch.
Yeah.
There's like a TV and a treadmill beside, and she's like eating her snacks
100%.
or treats, and you're just like running beside her.
100%. So I think that was the biggest sacrifice, is just like evening times especially. And then I think, I don't know if it's a question on there about like strength training and finding the balance with strength training and running, because I know that's a popular one as well. Unfortunately, when you start to get to certain points of your marathon build, you can't do everything. Like something has to give, and a lot of times that will be strength training. So I always made sure I got like at least 2 strength training sessions in, but in a perfect world, I'd love to have 3 or 4. So this is where like the sustainability of running, I think, is sometimes dangerous if like you're just constantly doing marathons, because it doesn't allow you to get some of that really important strength training in. But yeah, during certain parts of the build, some things have to give, and unfortunately it was the strength training. Yeah.
There's a lot of parents that go to movement.
Yes. I love them all.
Yeah. They want to know, what's your parenting hack for sneaking in mileage when you're training?
Treadmill. So I used to be very anti-treadmill, and it's just very convenient, especially having little ones at home, and like not leaving Caitlin. Like she was an angel. She would totally be like, yeah, just go out and do it. But I would feel guilty. So at least having the treadmill in the house, I can go down, do my hour run or hour and a half run, and like, if baby's crying or Mateo needs me, I can stop my treadmill run and go and help them. Just running with
I know.
their heads just wobbling all over the place. So I think treadmill running
Mateo runs so well.
treadmill running is a big one. And then also being flexible. Like, yeah, maybe I was going to go for a 14K run. Maybe I can only do 5K, and then I might have to do the 10K later on. Like I might need to break up that workout. Yeah.
But you're still getting in all that mileage.
Yeah.
Ugh.
That's only if you have specific goals, right? If you have specific goals, you got to train a specific way.
Amen, sister.
Okay.
We're going next? Okay.
Just so you know as well.
Because the time flies by. in
Yeah,
I
podcast
know.
land. How long do you think we've been going for?
40 minutes.
Well, I just looked at her thing.
Oh, yeah. 49 minutes.
Oh my, no one's going to listen to this for that long.
They will.
Okay.
Let's go to the fun ones.
the game.
We can take
Okay.
as
Oh, no,
much time
wait.
as you want.
We have to ask him this one.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so your favorite question: toilet paper over or under?
Ooh, good
Tell
question.
the listeners.
Yeah. Well, what do you guys think? Are you, because
No,
we're all
we're
gonna
asking you.
Okay.
Yeah, but we're all going to share.
No, but I think if you're
Over.
not sorry, I thought
What
it was whether
Do you think if it was like this or like this?
I think I was thinking of when you're marathon training, if you carry toilet paper and you're using it. But I was like, if you're not using the toilet paper, what are you using? Oh, I'm a toilet paper under, and I am.
Like this?
Yes.
Yep.
And
You too?
Yes.
okay, I will change it at people's houses if
I
it is
won't.
not.
I don't notice it.
I
Okay, so
do.
wait, so you're
I
like,
hate
you
it.
don't want the toilet paper like this. You want it like this.
Correct. I feel like when it's on over the top.
Oh, I thought you were saying.
No, I'm under.
So over, I
Oh,
feel like
okay.
when it's over the top, you can't like rip it. It like
Yes.
you
No.
you,
Yes.
like, it gets
Goes
away
too
from
much.
you.
Wow. Okay, this is rare. We will get ripped
I know.
apart.
Actually, that's so true.
Yes.
But like, why? Literally, why? What's the
I wonder
benefit?
if there's something about us.
I'm gonna
You
go.
know what I mean?
I'm gonna go
There's a
upstairs
connection.
and check the washroom.
We're gonna go change.
Well, it's one of the industrial ones. So
Yeah.
Beware if you invite us to your house. We're
We'll
changing
switch it.
your toilet paper.
yeah, we'll
I
switch
do
it.
wonder if I've been to people's houses and they
You will
go
switch
in
it?
100%.
That's insane. That's a little crazy.
Okay. Okay. Here's a question then. If you're at, so you go to someone's house, you use the toilet paper roll, you use all the toilet paper, and you wash your hands, Taylor. I was thinking if you hadn't washed your hands since the high five. Sorry. No.
Do you know something that I don't?
Sorry, that was a callback to when you were 10.
Yeah, it's good.
And
Call back. It's
been
good when you
using
have
that
to
word a
let
lot
people know
for
you
this.
call it back.
Yeah.
I know.
That's good.
Okay. So you use the toilet paper, you have to replace it.
Yep.
Oh, I always
Oh.
put it under. So
Do you replace it in the way you want it or the way
Yes.
you found it?
Oh, the way I want it.
Okay.
the way I want it.
Yeah, yeah,
Also,
100%.
honestly, most of the time, not intentionally. I don't like make the point of doing it. It's just like, oh, if I'm at my house, this is how I do it, and
Yeah.
so I just like it's just natural. It
Yeah.
just happens.
Yeah.
It's just a part.
I
of the
can't believe you guys
process.
are all under as well. That makes me very happy.
We're good
Good.
people.
Yeah, you are good people.
Yeah.
Good people.
Good shit.
Okay, we have a game.
You could swear.
Okay.
We have a game,
All right.
which we think is this bag.
It is.
Look at these fun bags.
This is put the bag up so we can see.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That's the bag that he picks.
These are the new holiday shoppers.
Oh,
Come
so
into
nice.
store and get them. Okay. So we're playing a game.
Okay.
The game is called Sweat or Send. So we're going to ask you a mix of funny, mildly embarrassing, or real life questions.
Oh God. Okay.
Most of them aren't real life, but
Yeah.
that's fine.
Okay.
You can either sweat,
'Kay.
which is confess the truth,
Yeah.
or send,
Okay.
which is agree to send a text that you will pick from this bag.
Okay. Wait. What is it? Is it a text like?
It will
It
tell
will-
you what to do.
And who you're addressing the text to.
Yes.
Wow.
And what it will say.
Okay.
There's also one that's thrown in there that I really hope he gets. It's not the text. It's the Instagram one.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'm excited.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Put that.
Sweat. The weirdest thing you've eaten mid-run.
I can't get this to say.
Man, I'm so boring. The weirdest thing I've eaten mid.
I figured this would be a boring one.
Yeah. Okay. When I first started running, I didn't know anything about nutrition, so I had like a protein bar, which is you should not.
Mid-run?
Yeah, mid-run. You should not have a
Oh,
protein
my
bar mid-run.
gosh.
And it was like a really dry one,
I feel like that's psychotic.
so it took me probably like 13 minutes to eat it. I'm like just sucking all of the moisture out of my mouth. So probably that. It's boring.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I was trying to make something up. I
Eat
couldn't
more
think of
weird.
anything.
Eat more
Fine.
weird
Yeah,
shit
yeah.
while you're training.
Yeah. I ate octopus or something. It was crazy.
Shoved it up on the side.
Yeah.
Okay. This isn't going to work. Confess. I feel like we kind of touched on this. The grossest thing you've done mid-run that you're still pretending was normal. And it doesn't have to be like a race. It can be
Yeah.
a run.
Yeah. See, the problem with these is I'm so open. Nothing
we know.
embarrasses me.
Yeah,
so
well-
I'll wait for one to do this because I think that's gonna be fun.
If you don't do if you answer all of these, we'll still make you pick one. So
Okay.
don't
Okay.
worry.
So I shared this with Courtney. This is really gross.
Oh God. Oh no.
Okay. So for the Chicago Marathon, I had to pee at the beginning of the race. And I'm like, I'm not gonna before I raced.
Okay.
So, but the lineups were too long. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna stop mid-race and pee, which was fine.
Okay.
So I stopped mid-race and pee. But there was a thing on your watch where when you stop running, it automatically pauses your watch. And I didn't want that. because then I don't know my time. So I'm like, crap. Like, because you go by chip time. That doesn't matter. But it's more of just like, I want to know how much time I have to try to make up.
Totally.
So I'm in the washroom. Okay.
You're running.
And then I'm like, okay, I
Nice.
go to the washroom. I open the door and then it pauses. I'm like, crap. So I'm literally just standing up peeing and I'm pressing my watch so it's not pausing. And I peed all over the porta potty. Like everywhere. Oh God. All over that porta potty. So when I left, I'm like, I feel so incredibly bad. So I shouldn't share that, but that's
It
fine.
honestly probably was like that when you got in
Oh,
there.
100%. They're all like, don't, and that's why we've talked about this before. You shouldn't give high fives to marathoners when they're running by because you have no idea what they've touched.
Yeah.
Especially if you're a woman, like you have to
Yeah.
like, I don't know, like put a nest maybe.
Oh, yeah, you're not nesting. If you're running a marathon, you have goals, you ain't nesting.
Yeah, I think I would incorporate
No,
that
but
into my goal.
you can buy,
Now.
they're like things for camping. I can't think of what they're called, but it's like a little contraption that like fits over your female parts to like
For camping, like
yeah,
why
yeah,
can't
you
you
put
just
it over, it like acts as like a male urethra. I need to look it up.
I don't even know how any of that works.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. I don't camp. I don't like camping. But like,
Really, you strike me as someone that would that's like a huge camper.
I think I could camp.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, here it is.
I don't want
Female
to.
portable urinal.
Can I see?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So like I feel like if you're a runner, it probably folds up.
Maybe, hopefully. Imagine you're
Anyways.
just carrying this thing.
Yeah. It
Holy
looks
shit!
great.
I feel like I want that for every public bathroom I've ever been in.
Just, that's good.
We need
I build a nest on everything.
Okay. Sweater said the pre-race superstition or ritual you'll never admit.
Send.
Okay.
Really? No. Are you kidding?
You have to pick one.
I don't know why I'm closing my eyes.
I don't know either, but that was funny.
Oh, Instagram caption?
Oh, that's the one. Yes.
Okay, when you say Instagram caption, what does this mean?
Sorry. Okay. No. Read it.
Okay.
And you picked that. Like you are with that.
Instagram caption. What is the song lyric that you sing to yourself when you're hitting a wall during your run? Post that lyric on your story with a picture of the sky.
Like an Instagram story.
Okay.
And that's the caption.
All right, I like it.
Okay.
No content. No,
I don't have to do it right now. I will do it today.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
have to do it before we leave.
Okay.
Everyone look out for that one.
Okay. That's fun.
Oh, great. That's the only one that I wanted.
That was the one you wanted?
Yeah.
No, there's a text that is also funny.
Okay. I like it.
Confess. What's the worst chafing story you've got?
Man, people are going to get mad at this. I don't really chafe. I don't know what it is.
You and I
But do you lube up? Like
No.
You're
So
just lucky.
I wear, shout out Lululemon. I'll wear Lululemon like workout undies, and then I'll put shorts over top. So even if it's like, if I have lined fast and freeze or whatever, I'll still put underwear underneath those. So I don't really chafe down there. Up here, no, I feel like my nips have started to chafe, and I've never had that before. I'm like, what's going on? But not that bad. Dalton, just to throw him under the bus,
Welcome, Dalton.
man, he'll run his marathon and like red,
Yeah.
like blood everywhere.
but
awful.
do you have
Yeah.
a hairy chest?
Not really. There's
And like, does Dalton? Because I feel like if the hair and
Dalton
the
does.
nipples
I do-
together is probably like creates a fire.
as I age, I'm getting more hair, which I'm digging. But like, no, it's not. I don't have much. I don't have much chafing.
Thank you for clarifying
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
You're
yeah.
digging the
Yeah,
hairy
yeah,
chest.
the hamburger meat.
I'm so, oh,
Okay.
That's what you call the chest hair.
I've never heard that.
What?
Hamburger meat.
Oh.
No, okay.
Okay. Question.
I eat a lot of hamburgers.
Have you ever used I have a recovery run as an excuse to avoid family plans?
or social plans?
Yeah.
No, look, he hesitated on the family plan.
No, because I'm actually like, I love my family. On other plans though, 1000%. I'm not social. Like I'm social, but like in terms of like, hey Isaac, come out and get a beer. I gotta run.
Yeah.
I don't.
What about family plans?
No, family plans, no. because I would just go out. I would make it a priority. Like if I have family plans at 12 o'clock, I will like run in the morning. Also,
No, we were more so talking about like faking it, like not actually going on a recovery run,
yeah,
just saying it.
yeah, no, for sure. But this is the thing.
You're too dedicated.
If I was to tell my wife, hey, babe, I'm going to go out for a run while you take Mateo swimming, that doesn't work. That's not allowed.
Or
Fair.
do you and Caitlin
Use
work together
No, we haven't.
to-
We could though.
You definitely could.
We should use that. No, we're too good. We're too good at people. I don't know what to
Must be
say.
nice.
So nice.
I'm always working out.
Yeah, I'm just sorry, I'm gonna be at the gym. Yeah, no,
Okay.
but with friends, 100%.
Okay, only 2 left.
Okay.
I want to pick a good one. Confess. The most ridiculous power phrase you've ever used mid-race.
Power phrase?
Yeah,
Like a mantra.
in your head. Like
Oh man,
that's what I say to myself.
don't shit your pants. That would probably be the biggest one. Don't shit your
Like
pants.
when you
Like
were
just-
running Ottawa,
it was literally
like that's
don't
all you were saying to yourself
one-
for 3.5 hours.
100. There was the one guy I remember at like there was like 2 kilometers left.
Oh no.
And he's like, you got this. Don't give up. And I'm like, I'm going to shit my pants. Like, just like I remember just saying this to the guy.
And what did he say? How was his
He's like,
response?
oh.
See ya.
He just,
I just got some extra energy. You're gonna
Yeah,
run really
oh,
fast.
it's
He
sticky.
PR'd.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really have any power match. Like, I don't do like, do the boring work. That's not
I
me.
don't believe you.
Like
I think
Superman
you do.
pose.
No.
I feel like you absolutely Superman pose.
No. In the mirror?
Yeah.
Like this?
It's not really that face, but okay.
Okay, sorry.
Anyways.
I feel like you answered this one, so you might just have to text. What's your
do.
worst pre-race bathroom story? But I feel like that's the Ottawa shit yourself.
Unless you have another one.
Yeah, no, there's another one. I'll pass.
Okay, you
I would
You'll
share
pass
it.
after.
pick your poison.
Oh. I was gonna say, how can it be worse than what you already shared?
It probably actually is. I'll tell you after.
Tell us after the podcast.
Text your wife. Uh-oh. If I ever say I'm taking a rest day, it means I'm choosing you over running. That's basically love. Oh, that's how
You have to text her right now.
Do it.
Okay.
Does she know you're doing a podcast right now?
Yeah, but do you know what she's going to be? She'll be like, why aren't you home yet? That's going to be her response. Why are you texting me? Okay, while I send this, is there anything else?
Well, you can do another one.
Sure.
Do that one. Pick one for him. Rach, end us off.
Oh,
The one.
yeah.
Basically. Okay.
Okay.
Oh. Did you realize there's 2?
Oh, Rach, I rigged it.
No. Yeah.
Text your business partners. For our holiday staff photo, I think we should all go tarps off to show our bodies. Okay.
Do it right now. Does anyone respond quick enough that we'll get an answer well on the air?
Potentially.
They're just upstairs.
Yeah. Oh man, I don't know where they are. Okay, well I'm doing this. Is there anything else?
Yeah, I
I
think
can multitask.
I don't know. You're
Well,
a
we'll
man.
find out.
It is coming up to the end of the year. I think we are like 2 last questions are what are you excited about in like fitness, run, the gym
Yep.
for the end of 2025?
Yep.
And see, you
Are you
can't.
sending the right message?
I think so.
Yeah, he's just replying to Caitlin. He's
Yeah.
like, it's just the girls.
I'm listening. What am I most excited for? Fitness.
And
2025.
what next world major do you want to run?
Oh, that's
If
good.
you could, like, lottery
Sure.
aside,
Seawees is the answer.
Yes.
the world major of Seaweeds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What I'm most excited for, honestly, is not having a goal like race right now. Like actually not running for a specific purpose, but just like running because I enjoy it again. So getting back into like the community of going to back roads and run parlor and doing all these different runs with the bigger run community. That's one really, really big, exciting bit for me. getting back in the movement strength community as well. So like I love doing classes with people. So getting back to the class structure. And then selfishly, so we have our holiday accountability, challenge.
November 17th.
November
It's
17th.
coming.
We've been doing it for like 7 years now. And it's always my favorite because like the gym just gets amped up and it's like healthy competition. So I'm very excited for that as well.
Do you know that I've never done it?
Yeah, which is crazy to me.
I have been a member
You're doing it
from
this year?
Movement Strength since the very beginning.
Crazy to me.
That is right in peak season, though.
That's fair. But that's okay. That's good. That's why we have it at that time.
Do people already know that there's going to be a little twist?
With prizes?
Yeah.
Yes.
And
no.
point structure.
Yes. Yeah. So what we're doing, do you know how this challenge works?
No.
Taylor? Okay. So it's 4 weeks in length.
Okay.
The whole gym gets split up into 3 teams.
Love this.
Okay. So there's like team leaders and team coaches and blah, 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 blah. The team at the very end of the 4 weeks with the most stickers, because every single time you come to the gym, you put a sticker next to your name.
Yeah.
So you do a workout, you do a sticker. The team with the most stickers at the end of the challenge signs a golden plate that gets hung up in our gym forever. So when you go upstairs and you leave, you'll see that there's plates
That's so
up.
fun.
Yeah.
I love that.
Forever. But this year, what we're doing as well, just because sometimes people are like, my team is shit in the bed, and then they lose motivation.
Yeah.
So now every time you come into the gym as well to do a workout, not only do you get a sticker, but you'll get a ticket. And then you'll put that ticket in like whatever prize you want to win.
Oh.
And then at the holiday party, that's going to be free for all members. It's open bar, potluck. It'll be super fun. We'll pull
That's
out
so
those
fun.
prizes. So
It's macro counting protein shakes. No, but Taylor, also, we are there's going to be a prize from Lululemon. Also,
Surprise.
yeah,
just so you know, I've gotten roped into this.
Yes.
Great. No, would love to give a prize for that.
yeah. So we'll do, thank you, Lululemon prize. We'll do some longevity lounge gift cards.
Oh, my favorite place ever.
Yeah, we have a bunch of, we're actually reaching out to businesses this year as well to like do donations for things. And then on top of all of that, we do challenges for bonus stickers. So it's
That's
like
so fun.
if you bring in a non-perishable food item, we do a bonus sticker. If you buy a toy for Toys for Tots and bring it into the gym, you get a bonus sticker. Bring warm clothing for the homeless, you get a bonus sticker. So like we try to give
my
back.
gosh.
Sorry, that's what I thought those jackets were.
Yeah.
Those were actually from
Those are my
Isaac's
personal
home.
jackets. Thank you. But yeah, so then like our front lobby is literally just like toys and
That's awesome.
non-perishables and warm clothing. So it's
Feel
fun.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a way to give back.
Yeah. Awesome.
So I'm very excited for that.
I'm in.
Yeah, let's go.
There
Only
it
took
is.
10 years.
There we are.
10 years.
Okay, and what's the world major?
Oh yeah. Okay, so realistically, the one that I'm going to try to get into next would be New York. So New York is just a lottery, so it's not like guaranteed that I'm going to get in. It's very hard to get in. But if I can choose any world major, so there's like, what would be left is New York, Tokyo, London, Berlin, and I think there's a new one now in Australia. I would probably choose Tokyo, but I want to do Tokyo with Shoma.
Okay.
So Shoma's one of our members, and he like has a house in Tokyo. So like my goal would be like, dude,
Yeah.
we would run this together. You show me your house. You show me your place.
You let me stay there.
Exactly.
You welcome me.
Exactly.
Okay,
So
it
that
wouldn't
would
be a
really cool.
podcast without mentioning Keegan.
I was just about to say.
Well, we've talked about Tokyo and New York. His ears are burning.
Yes.
He entered the lottery for Tokyo.
Yeah.
Still waiting to hear.
I don't think he got it.
Okay, well, fingers crossed.
Maybe.
But
Maybe.
You
Maybe
could
you guys
go.
could do that together.
Oh, see, me, Keegan, and Shoma.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
You'd probably have to get a leg tattoo with him.
I would.
Yeah.
Probably a neck tattoo. I feel like he's going to get a neck tat next.
You are on the air saying this.
Yeah, for sure. Keegan,
Keegan.
what do you want to get?
Okay, also to close us off, while we were sitting here, you got a text response to one of those texts.
Did you?
Yes.
And you weren't going to share?
Oh, well, first off, my wife hearted the one I sent her.
Oh, that's good.
So we're not divorced. That's good. And then Will responds, I don't know if this is a joke or not.
Say not a joke. Part of the thing. You have to respond, not a joke.
a joke.
And that's it. Okay, now we have to wait for that
Okay,
response.
now, so is there other things that we can talk about? We can always find things to talk about.
We do talk a lot.
We do talk a lot.
We could talk
Remember-
about, are you
okay,
going to
so-
do Seawees?
Okay, can you get me into Seawees?
I want to get into Seawees.
So I put So lululemon, if you're listening to this, good save, right?
We want to go to Seawees.
So for Pacers, I put my name in to be a Pacer for Seawees. So that would be really cool. But they're like, when they're asking questions about can you do it, it's like you have to hold a sign, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, the shoulder work.
I could not imagine.
I mainly
you
want
also
to.
have to be so committed to the time.
I really want to do it.
Did you get our response?
Yes.
I really want to do it because I will train it. Like you will see me on
Yes.
the TVP holding. I will make a fake sign. Maybe I'll change. Oh, this would be fun.
Okay,
Okay, so hear me out.
ready.
Lululemon, if you choose me, this can be some fun PR for
This
you.
is your application.
I'll hold a sign and then I'll change the sign every time I go for a run, and it could be like they can vote on it. So okay, these are the options for the next sign. It can be this, or this, and then you choose what I'm going to hold.
Okay, you know
That's
the
funny.
Instagram dude with sign.
Yes.
Yes.
You are like
You
Yes.
could be dude with
a
a sign.
mobile dude
running,
with sign.
running dude with sign.
Businesses
Running
you
dude
can.
with little sign.
If you want to get some advertising,
That-
Longevity Lounge, check them out. Call blah, 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 blah.
That is so fun.
I think
Okay.
this is great. Response from Luke. He put LOL, monkey shy face, looking up confused face.
I don't think that any owner of this gym is shy about having their shirt off. I'm just going to put that out there.
No, we're not. We're not.
No. Okay, well, thank you.
We're done.
Yeah, we're done.
Okay,
Pressure
fine. How do you close it
off. I don't know.
You
Thank
can
you.
close off however you want. This is it. Wasn't it? Okay. What I was going to say beforehand.
Okay.
So Rachel and Taylor were like, hey, here's some of the questions we're thinking of asking you. And they sent me about 13,000 questions. I'm like,
we're
dude,
not going to ask you them all.
I bet you
always
we
knew
asked
that.
3 of these questions.
We got through a lot.
No.
So we got to do part 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
Oh, are
you
you
were
gonna have us
I
back?
interview you.
No, you were the one who said, I don't like to talk about myself.
Yeah.
Bro, you talked for 50 minutes.
know.
We hardly got a word.
I just sat here.
No,
Yeah, it was
we
great.
It's the
and
most
we,
quiet I've ever been in my life.
we just
was
wanted
great.
to like prep you so that you knew where we were coming from and
Yeah.
knew that we had gone on a deep
Yeah, you guys
look
went deep on the
into your
Insta world.
Instagram.
Yeah. That's what happens.
Yeah. You post a lot.
Yeah.
Also, Movement Strength posts a lot. So I was like, really, I was going to go to TikTok, all kinds of things.
Wow.
Yeah. We
full
had
array.
We had a TikTok. We did well on TikTok for a while.
Yeah.
Will, best.
Yeah.
He had so much internet hate, though. It was intense.
Yeah, that's why he's like, we
Really?
have to stop.
Oh, dude, we'd get bullied. It was great. We'd go live. It was fun.
The internet is mean.
Live.
Yeah.
Alive is crazy.
Oh, yeah. The lives nowadays
Live's
on
kinda fun.
TikTok, they're like,
I don't even know what you were doing when you did that, but
yeah. No, you'll see. You'll see
okay.
now. Well, thank you guys. That was a lot of fun. We will have to have you back on, and we can talk about something else.
We'll need to hear the second bathroom story.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I'll tell you that.
When we're off the air.
Yeah. Okay.
Off the air. Like it's been like a live broadcast.
Making sure everything's recording good. Any other thoughts, questions, concerns before I power it off?
No.
Okay.
Thanks
Thank you,
for
guys.
having us.
Yeah, thanks for coming, guys. That was a lot of fun.